Good day and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob and very pleased to have you join alongside of me today. Thank you. Yesterday, we introduced an exercise to help us identify when we fall into a trap of worrying about what if? What if this happens? What if that happens? And how that leaves us thinking, feeling, and even acting. Remember now, we've come to recognize that our moving backwards from a resting body and brain state into what we've been calling a red alert brain state of distress is most often a function of the how rather than the what. Let me say more about that. The how it has to do with how we approach stress in our life, has much more to do with our being triggered, for example, to addictive cravings or even relapse. The how we approach stress has much more to do with that than the actual what it is that may be stressing us. So how may be more important than what. I just spoke last evening to a friend who cited the Vietnamese pioneer of modern mindfulness, who happens to also be a world-renowned peace activist who's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, Thich Nhat Hanh. And Thich Nhat Hanh says this: practicing these mindfulness skills is important when things are going well, because that way you have much more ready access to them when things are not. Practice these skills when things are going smoothly, so that you have them at your access or availability when things aren't going quite so smoothly. So in that spirit then for today, let's revisit yesterday's exercise, but this time starting off by practicing 5 minutes of mindfulness of the breath. Now we've done this before, but just as a quick reminder, I'm going to give you quick instructions and take 5 minutes to apply them, and then you'll come back to the second part of this exercise. Here are the instructions for mindfulness. Close your eyes. Then begin to slowly breathe in and out through your nose. Notice as you breathe in that your stomach slowly rises on the inhalation and that it slowly falls on the exhalation. It's very normal for thoughts and sensations to come and go while you're focusing like this on your breath. And if your mind wanders from the breath, just gently return your attention to the rising and falling of your stomach with each mindful breath. Do that for 5 minutes. And when you're done, come back and make note of any differences between today's review of your what ifs. I want you to review what you did yesterday, but you're reviewing it today following mindfulness. Whereas yesterday, when you did the first what if exercise, you did it without mindfulness. Let's just see what differences it makes. So for example, is your mind more or less cluttered or clear today than yesterday? Is your body more or less tense versus relaxed as compared with yesterday? In this current mind-body state, how do you feel emotionally? And how might you act based on this state of mind and body today after practicing mindfulness? See what you discover. And what we're talking about here is beginning to practice our preempting our worries by means of mindfulness resources. By preempting, what I say is that, again, we're beginning to address the how we approach our worries, how we approach our stressors. Approaching it with a different how may take care of or preempt the what of our worries. That's what we're working on. Okay, so let's see how it goes for you. In between now and when I see you next, I hope you'll come back soon. Stay safe. I want to thank you for joining me and great luck with the exercise.